Hey guys, mtgnoob here, bringing you round 1 of this Avacyn Restore draft. I am on the play and will not mulligan. Kind of sucks that we have Thunderous Wrath in hand and 2 4-drops, since our deck is not really filled with that kind of stuff, but we do have a 2-drop that kind of can steal games on his own. My opponent apparently mulled to 6 and played out a swamp. So, go him. We got a swamp too. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, Striker's fine, but I think trying to get the vampire into play and kicking some butt with it is probably the best way to do. Striker's also a human, and we did pass a human frailty. Kind of hope this isn't a butcher ghoul here. If it is, that's not going to be the greatest. Okay, looks like this may get in. Okay, we will swing first. It's definitely sucky that we're stuck on 2 mana. Okay, but that guy growing is definitely pretty awesome. Now, we gotta just play around like barter and blood and things of that nature. We're just gonna protect the vampire next turn and get in with probably Striker, I would say. I think I said probably about 8 times. No, I might have said definitely a bunch of times. Okay, so he has triple black mana. That means he might be holding up like a Death Wind. Definitely looks like he's... Oh my god, I just said it again. It 100% looks like he's mana screwed. I'm going to go and play this out since there's no way that he has something along the lines of a black flash creature. However, he might just have a removal spell, which, if it happens, it happens. If it's human frailty into barter and blood, I'm definitely screwed. But at this point, things are looking pretty good. This basically can kill most things like that. So that's kind of us swinging for a bunch. I don't even know if I would play that out. I guess he's really got nothing else. So we'll shoot that. We'll each take 3. Unfortunately, we can't play a guy and pump, but getting in for 7 is fine. He goes to 4. Our guy grows again. And now we have 2 3/1 tramplers minimum. I don't really want to show him any more of my deck, so I'm just going to swing in, assuming that we will be able to kill him here, since we have 4 power here and 4 power spread across here. Okay, let's go to game 2. I have a feeling he was very, very color screwed there. So we're playing against an opponent that is playing black. He wants to be on the draw, so I guess he's playing a slightly slower deck. Seemed like our deck ran really well there. I think we got the good part of our curve going early, even though we only hit 2 mana. I think the Executioners are going to be pretty good against him. However, I don't think it's worth taking out the drivers over it, and I don't really want to put in more 4-drops by taking out like a 1-drop. That's a mistake that I used to make quite often. Like, let's say I take out the Stonewright, and then I put in the Executioner or even the Grave Exchange since he's playing black. I just took out something that I could play probably pretty early and put in something in its place. The only card I am considering cutting is maybe the Soul Cage Fiend, since he might be equally aggressive. So I might do that in favor of an Undead Executioner or a Grave Exchange. He is playing black, so I have to assume that he's got things that will kill my creatures. So let's cut the Soul Cage Fiend. I think I'll bring in the Grave Exchange just to try to kill his stuff and get my stuff back. I think that seems fine. Alright, let's go to game 2. Here we go. I think this looks... He chooses to play first. This looks kind of risky, but landing this eventually might be fine. I'd rather have this hand on the play than on the draw. Because, I mean, Stone Right is fine. That's a really bad draw, actually. But I really want to get this in play. That's kind of going to be our bread and butter in a game like this. We just want black mana at this point, not more black cards. Alright, so we'll play the Exterminator, and we will pair them, since we really don't have anything else going on, and the cards in our hand are not playing well with our deck. So if we hit a black source, we could most likely kill whatever he plays and then get in with the Exterminator. That might be pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. Another red source. I'm going to play it out, and I'm just going to swing with the team. And I'll pump. And pump. And I'll pump one here. And we'll see if we get in for 5, or if he has a removal spell. Okay, so we get in for 5, which is nice. Oh, he is playing blue. Okay, so he might have things like that bounce this, or crippling chill, or something of that nature. This might be Barter and Blood. That would kind of suck. We'd be really behind. I have a feeling it is. Okay. Shade is fine. Okay. Currently, I can swing in. He might just block here. I think I go in with both. Might have been better to play out the 4th mountain there. Okay, so he blocks there. I think I'm going to pump once here. And then when it comes back, I'll kill it. And then that'll be my turn. And then that'll be fine. Like, he definitely stopped my guy and everything. But I am taking out a pretty hard to kill guy in the shade. You know, it basically cost me my turn, and I only got to hit him for 3. But the shade would have probably been very annoying. Okay, and we could pretty much clear the path for our Exterminator as long as he doesn't have ways to remove it. If he does, I just play the Taskmaster. Okay, Dark Blazer. That's totally fine by me. 2 cards. I think I'm going to get rid of the land and the Grave Exchange. Although the Demonic Rising does seem pretty sweet. And we take 2. Seems okay. Gonna get in here for 3. Okay, our guy will grow. Now, I am tempted to play the Ringleaders here. But the Ringleaders actually isn't gonna do much. Like, if he has a Barter, it's fine. I don't really want that to happen. You know what? Let's let's just play out the ringleaders. Puts him closer to dying, especially if he doesn't have the barter. I mean, the ringleaders isn't going to pump this guy, but hitting him down to 2 is pretty good, especially since we have things like Killing Wave and Thunderous Wrath in our deck. Seems like my opponent was just very, very color screwed or mana screwed or whatever kind of screwed you want to call it. Okay, so we will swing, put him down to 1. Now, I am tempted to play out the Demonic Rising here, being that I can essentially, don't want my computer to die, sorry. I can essentially then ensure that if he kills one guy, I'll have a 5/5 flyer. Although I think I'm going to win anyway, I kind of don't want to show that to my next round opponent if they do watch the replays. But, you know what, let's play out the Taskmaster. And we could always just upgrade and eat this, and then if he does have a barter in blood or something of that nature, we can play around that, because if he barters and we have the Demonic Rising, it's not going to give us a guy anyway. Okay, I think this game's pretty safely in the bag, unless he has 2 ways to remove creatures. Swing with both, just in case he has something that bounces, but he does not. So, pretty good games on our end, I would think. I think I played them as well as I could. But as always, if you see any areas of weak play or any misplays, you let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Please check out our contest, the other videos, leave comments, likes, and most importantly, subscribe.